The ACL Under-19, we're all set to begin with the first game. The Afghanistan Eagles are ready to take on the Sydney Mavericks. The captains have arrived in the middle. The captain of Afghanistan Eagles, Zaki, is with us. Alongside him is a brimming Nehal Desai. Thank you so much for being here. And it's good to see you in yellow too. Alongside him is Frankie, who loves to call himself the Cranky Frankie, but let's not rub on that side of him. And then, of course, we have Brian to oversee the toss. The coin will go up now. Heads is a call. And what's this going to be? It's a tail. The confirmation comes through. If you can come over here and let us know, what have you decided and why?
We'll have a ball. Just a fresh wicket. We just want to see how it plays. Yeah, that's about it. Go have a ball.
You were practicing there too.
Yeah.
Are the wickets similar to what you were practicing on? Was holding up a little bit at that time?
Yeah, it was a bit slow over there, but I'm pretty sure this is a fresh wicket, so it'll play it a bit differently. We'll just see how it goes.
The captain of the side. Come on in. The captain of the side.
Yeah.
How excited are you to lead a side that's just brimming with talent there?
Oh, it's fantastic. We have a good group of boys here looking to win the tournament. Good luck to the Afghanistan team, and we're looking to play a good game.
Give us a good game then. All the best.
Thank you.
Zaki, what would you have done?
We wanted to bat first. We felt more comfortable defending our total. We feel like we have a strong bowling attack.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Some of the boys on your side, they played with each other. You think that's going to reflect as soon as you take the field today?
Yeah, we have a good bonding. Our team bonds very good, and I think we'll just and I think we'll play very good.
Finally, Zaki, what's a good number that you would want the opposition to try and chase but not get there?
150.
150?
150. Yeah.
Have a great one ahead.
You too.
So the news from the centre. It's the men in yellow, Sydney Mavericks, who won the toss, and they've decided to bowl first. New South Wales, get ready for exciting cricket at the under-19 stage. The ACL under-19 is here. The Sydney Mavericks, the defending champions, are taking on the Afghanistan Eagles, who want to set the tone nicely for the tournament. It's a very different side, this, in terms of the complexion. And also the fact that this wicket can turn a little bit as the day progresses. The spinners will come in very handy. So different side this. Now Afghanistan Eagles have always been a side that have trusted their spinners more. The Mavericks have backed their pacers a little more. But today, it's going to be how they adapt. And young minds of the ACL under-19 cricketers, the way they adapt is going to shape their future as well in the sport. And today is a lovely day to do homework for them. That's exactly why tournaments of this kind hold an excellent stature, because that ensures that gems like these are polished as they go up the ranks. For the moment, it's the men in yellow who won the toss. And they said, we want to field first. Captain by Nehal Desai. We're all set for a cracker. Was having a chat with Zaki as well at the toss, the captain of Afghanistan Eagles. And he said, well, I'm looking for 150 at least on a track of this kind, which might slow up a little later. The two umpires today, Frankie and Brian, very, very experienced in New South Wales. The best in the business. And of course, quite a character. The man on your screen, Frankie. It's always great to see an umpire who ensures that young, impressionable minds are not feeling under the pump come the big games of the tournament. I think that'll help. That'll help a lot in the youngsters expressing themselves on the field. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. The North Delton Park is a beautiful cricket ground, and with the breeze that's coming from the sea, I think it's quintessential on a warm, sunny day. As New South Wales is immersed in holiday festivities, the dose of cricket is going to make it even more special. We'll begin cricket any moment from now. ACL Under-19, a tournament that we've so dearly waited for in the entire year, because this is where the stars are made. This is where promise is upheld. And this is where new talent is fed into the system. The beginning of the game is slightly held up, but of course, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait because the men in yellow, who are defending champions, Sydney Mavericks, have won the toss and decided to field first against the Eagles of Afghanistan, who have a point to prove from the word go. The Eagles, captained by Nehal Desai, who's played cricket around the world. And of course, played a straight for Grizzlies, in the minor league cricket championship in the US. It's great to see him captain a side like Sydney Mavericks. Will give him a lot of confidence going ahead as well. And of course, he can polish his leadership skills. Along with him, as the vice captain, would be Raj. And Raj doesn't need an introduction at all. He understands these cricketers really, really well. Someone who's in great touch, which is going to be mighty pleasing. As far as the Afghanistan Eagles are concerned, they're a side that has played a lot of cricket together At least 4 or 5 members of this side have played a lot of cricket together, and I want that to reflect today on the field when they try and complement each other. And of course, it's the under-19 tournament, so expect to see some raw cricket that is still being coached. I think that's what makes this tournament even more exciting, isn't it? We've talked about the styles of coaching for such a long time in cricket, and the style keeps evolving, and these days the youngsters, they love to be mentally shown the way in the sport as they hone their skills on their own mostly. But it's that stage of their life as well where the coach can take that extra step of teaching them the basics, getting them back to the basics in case certain things do not work with them, while also ensuring that there's minimum intervention in what they bring to the table, because every individual is very, very special with a cricketing skill of his own. It's that style of coaching that has given us greats like Malinga, greats like Bumrah. And I can promise you one thing, with ACL under-19, there is a Malinga, there is a Bumrah, there are legends of that kind in the making, hiding in colours of yellow, blue and a lot more.
As far as the Afghanistan.
First ball. Sliding down the leg side, he wants to improve there. And the first run on the board as well. We didn't have to wait long for the action to begin. The intensity is only going to rise from here, we can promise you that, because this is ACL under-19. The boys are raring to go. Just a quick recap. It's the men in yellow who won the toss and they decided to field first. That's a wide delivery. He's going to re-ball. It's that time of the day for him where he needs to get going almost immediately. Because this is the shorter format, you get very little time as a bowler as well to warm up. There are no looseners or warm-up deliveries to start with. You've got to be right on the money, because your mistakes would be magnified. It's that format. Excellent commitment this time around by the fielder at backward point 2. That's a much better line as well. He doesn't want to give much room for the batter. He doesn't want to give much room also because this particular batter thrives on room. He'll create his own, and in that there is a chance of committing a mistake. It's a shot that will not guarantee him runs, but it'll make him feel much better because there's something called the middle of the bat that has its own sweet feel. Oh, superb. And this is what makes this contest even more exciting. Now that he's measured what exactly the reach of the batter is, he can do wonders. I love the fact that the captain's also given him freedom. Not just the freedom to choose his own field, but the freedom to change his plan if required in between. That flew off the bat. It's going to be the first boundary of ACL under-19. That was so very well calculated despite there being a slip lurking. That boundary will settle the nerves. End of the over. A mixed bag as far as the Mavericks are concerned. The first boundary conceded. 7 without a wicket. All right then. Dave Dubey has managed his first boundary. Very, very meticulously played that shot. Just for a moment, you must have felt that he's not in good control playing it, but he knew exactly what he was up to. Neatly hitting the gap beautifully, sending a statement to the opposition. Now Luckman, standing outside the crease for starters, wanting to throw the bowler off his length immediately. First ball in the air. Did it carry? It did carry. A run there would be risky, but that catch should have been taken. Luckman survives. Lucky man, Luckman. Could have been a dream start for the bowler. First ball in ACL under-19 for him. A catch put down. Can he pick himself up from here? That's much better. A length as well. Now a slip in place. So he's allowed to bowl even further up. We haven't seen much shape so far. This time the throw was out of frustration and not necessity. That's because he knows the catch has been put down. The first ball, Luckman gifts a catch. Mavericks, everyone went up in joy only to realize the ball's been spilled. That went straight to hand, but it's one of the things that cricket teaches you. Forget the bat very quickly. Concentrate on the next moment and live it. Oh, walking towards the batter, a bit of Uthappa in there. walking towards the ball, and I think it's hit the boundary cushion on the full. It's 6 indeed. Frankie suggests yes. What a shot for 6. This is not brash confidence. This is absolutely calculated, and one way to come out of a shell is this, charging towards a bowler. That came quickly, and that went quickly as well. Marvellous cricket. Attacking cricket at its best. He's done it again, but the extra bit of bounce has trounced him this time. Yeah, welcome to New South Wales, young man. Oh, very cheeky, but very elegant. This time accepting the pace onto the bat and setting it for 4. The V region is on both sides for this batter. And this is why you shouldn't have given him a reprieve. The men in yellow are learning it the hard way. What a marvellous shot that. If you thought the 6 was special, wait for this. Goes down on one knee and scoops it over the head of fine leg. Everyone looked at it in awe. I think 2 overs are enough to promise you that there's a lot of talent here. The work to do for the fielder in the deep. It's a jog for a single. Tells you how crucial the fielder in the deep is going to be, and how well they know him as well. They didn't try to put pressure on him. They knew that he's one of the best in the business, so it's always good to reduce the risk as much as possible. I didn't get hold of that. Oh, runs here. 4 of them will trickle to the fence. No chance for the fielder. The sense of ease with which he's picking the gaps now is going to be worrisome for the Mavericks. There was absolutely no resistance offered. He was so clear that he wants to use the wrists and put it in the gap, not trying to hit it hard at all. 2 contrasting styles of play with Lakman and Dave, but equally effective, both of them. What a shot. One is playing according to the coach's manual, the other one scripting his own T20 magazine. The variations are key on a track of this kind. It has true bounce. Very well fielded. Elegant. Absolutely. That's pure elegance. The ball's going faster than it's coming towards the batter. There's so much talent here already, and it's promising to be a tournament that you just cannot forget. 3 overs gone, 28 for no loss. Mavericks are wondering. They won the toss and chose to field first. Spilt a catch, and they're paying very heavily for it already. From Lakman with love. What a shot that was. Current rate of 9.3. If they go at this rate, they'll end up with 187 with 10 wickets in hand. They're aiming over 200, and that will be a magnificent total. Mind you, the boundaries straight down the ground are bigger, but it doesn't really matter for both these batters. Slightly more crouched. Yeah, Luckman's slightly more crouched in stance. Oh, the plan seems to be working. But it's important that Nihal Desai, these are testing time for him. These are testing times rather. It's important that he keeps the pressure on. At the moment he seems to be interested in gifting that single if necessary. The captain has been fielding a third man. It's not something that you see very often. The vice captain rather. The vice captain a third man. More runs. And the finesse quotient is just increasing. Afghanistan Eagles are spreading their wings. We've seen some wristy strokes to the more flamboyant ones. Just love this fearless brand of cricket from the batters here. The men in blue are dominating at this stage. After being asked to bat first, the captain Zaki said he wanted to bat first anyway. And I think he's been defying that. Oh, that is a magnificent hit. Knew that it's all about a chip over the infield. Work to do. Superb stop as well. A direct hit to finish things off. The level of cricket, it's equal. It's just wonderful to know that the level of cricket just buoys you, and it's increasing itself every over. Climbing the ladder. Just when we saw some flamboyant shots in the previous over, now good fielding effort as well. Good cricket all around. Can't get that single. Direct hit at this time could be tight. Well kept. End of the over. Luckman and Dave vinifying the decision of the captain. He said he wanted to bat first anyway. It's the Mavericks who won the toss and said we want to field first, and they're searching for reasons to vindicate that now. The catch has been spilt and Issa has been called to try and provide a breakthrough because Dave is spelling trouble for the opposition. And the problem with Luckman, as far as the men in yellow are concerned, is that there is no particular spot where he'll score runs. He wants to leave no part of the ground unexplored. So unorthodox, but so effective. Now here is Issa, steaming it. That one hurried on to him, mistimed, went straight to the fielder. It's important that he doesn't go at it with hard hands. And Luckman's the one who's got a bigger reach, remember that. So he tends to accept the pace onto the ball. As he reaches the ball quicker, aims the gap, gets the runs. Dave is a little different. That one! Tried his level best there, the keeper, but that flew off the edge. Third man keeps it down to 1. So Issa is generating opportunities. Should be taken, and Raj doesn't disappoint. That's the kind of brilliance the Mavericks needed to pull themselves back into the game. There is the first wicket. And the seesaw battle continues at New South Wales. The ACL Under-19. It's a kind of tournament where oppositions will not give an inch to each other. Perhaps the first mistake of the day, as far as the batter is concerned, and he's got to walk. "41 for 1. Luqman Tawakal, 23 of 16. Fabulous innings that. Unorthodox when required. Straight from the coaching manual when required. What an innings that was. He's still done his job, Luqman, to try and put the opposition under pressure, make the most of the life that he got, Luqman. Dave Dubey has got to continue as the surviving opener. Tejas Verma in 2 overs had gone for runs. Issa Omar had to provide the magic. Does so with the final delivery of his in his first over. Issa Omar, just 3 runs and a wicket. Trying to be unorthodox almost immediately. Now he's a live wire on the field, Raj. What a good catch that was, fueled by self-belief. Gets there. there's always a split-second decision to make for the vice captain to try and take it on the bounce, to try and convert that into a wicket by putting his body on the line. The first game of a tournament, and he puts his body on the line. Went for the shot a little earlier than expected. I think spin seems to be the order of the day then. Slightly early to say with just 2 balls that have been bowled so far, but very, very effective. Trying to take pace off the ball seems to be the order of the day. Nihal Desai, the captain, taking matters into his own hands, assuming the responsibility with the ball. Very good delivery. Kept the batter guessing. That's the ideal pace to be bowling, in which you entice the batter to go for a drive and try and commit a mistake, especially because it's still early in the innings for Jake Smith. Can't get a run there. Dot balls after dot balls, pressure building. This is what a wicket does. It allows you to come back into the game as a fielding side by putting pressure on the new man in. A dot ball was a very ubiquitous side as far as Lukman was out there, not anymore. And that's how the seesaw battle continues to happen, not giving the time for Jake to think. Rapid is Nihal Desai, and vicious with the kind of revs he was giving on the ball. There's not much turn, but still the ball's fizzing as it's coming out of the hand. Slightly slower this time. The fielder at point, it seems like it's a hot spot. Oh, well, that had to be collected by the keeper. The single has eventually been allowed. Some pressure vented. These are the little mistakes that the coach will draw a separate column and note down in his diary. 42 for 1 after 6. The power play restrictions of the first one would be lifted. A marvellous single then. Reading of the game has been excellent, and that's what you want to learn more at a time when you're still at an impressionable age. Understands the importance of losing Lakmal at this stage of the game. Then Jake was struggling for runs. Jake understands now that he'll leave it to Dev Dubey to score runs, and runs aplenty. A very measured stroke, not going at it with hard hands. Even if you're marginally short, Dev Dubey will dispatch you through cow corner. Isa learning it the hard way. A comfortable height as well for him to play that shot. A short arm jab. One of the most difficult shots to play as well. Now the fielder in the deep will let this one go. Back-to-back boundaries. Isa under pressure. Here's a bowler who gave away 3 in his first over. Picked up a wicket. And that's how quickly the game changes. 50 comes up for the Eagles, and in superb style, the surviving opener is making the opposition pay. 25 of 17 with the help of 4 crucial boundaries. Dancing down the track, not in control. Man in the deep will pouch the catch. That high five for celebration. 2 catches for the vice captain today. And by the virtue of it, 2 wickets for Isa and the Mavericks. Now 2 new men at the crease with the dismissal of Dev Dubey. Just when we were praising him for timing his aggression so well, he's played a shot that's out of character. Now he'll be thinking he's got 2 boundaries already in the over. Why did he have to go for a big shot almost immediately? But that's perhaps the brand of cricket that he wants to subscribe to. Positive. But he's got to pay. The Mavericks sense an opportunity at this stage. But Jake struggling to find the gap, joined by a new man now. Is this the moment that they want to seize? Is this the phase of the game that they want to own, the men in yellow? Lot will depend on how Nehal Desai treats this particular phase of the game, with the restrictions lifted and time to script a comeback. The Eagles will want to build on what the openers have left them with. It's always important to be amongst runs. The quicker you get off the mark, it's going to settle the nerves. We'll get an easy single. Was considerably quicker. Singles are going to be the order of the day at this stage of the game, where both the batters will try and play themselves in to try and be the circuit breakers because of the 2 wickets that have fallen rather quickly after a solid start. Oh, that's a marvellous stroke. It will have enough to go for 4. So wristy and elegant at the last moment, turning the face of the bat towards and away, rather, away from the fielder in the deep. It's a difficult shot to execute, but the oozing control at this stage, it's going to make him feel much better, especially because it's earlier on in the innings. And that's the kind of comeback that Nehal was looking for as well. Change the pace of the delivery. Something that the Mavericks are going to sort out is if the keeper is going for the ball, who's going to be the backup. Raj was trying his best to get there. Another fielder, I think it was Isa, who's trying to get there as well. The communication has to be perfect because these games will be decided by very small margins. We've already seen the kind of cricket that's on offer. Very, very important to do the 1%ers right. We'll get that single. He's hit it straight to the fielder inside the circle and picked a single. It's not just the boundaries that they're concentrating on, it's good calling as well. This is cricket of the highest order. Absolutely brilliant cricket to watch. Gets you excited every single time, especially when youngsters set the tone nicely. And there are two ways of picking up a single, one comfortable, the other stealing it under the nose of the opposition. And we've seen both within a span of 2 deliveries. The captain was put under pressure and Nihal Desai knows that. End of the over, 8 gone, 63 for 2. Now, exciting phase of the game. The seesaw battle continues, and to see that in the first game of ACL tells you that the level of cricket's only going to improve from here. The youngsters who are still raw are putting up a great show, putting on a great show. Will not get that single. Isa has also realized that providing pace will not work every single ball. He started the first one of this over with a slower delivery. I wonder why the captain's using him 3 on the trot as well. He still believes that there's another wicket lurking when Isa is in operation. Now, if he bowls 3 first up, that leaves only 1 Isa's over during the death. Interesting. And at this stage, it's about hitting the gaps and trying to convert singles into twos, keeping the fielders on their toes. What we've seen is very mature styles of play. Luckman looking to be positive early on after that life that he got. Then perished. Dave Dubey tried to continue the assault after Luckman's dismissal. Now both the openers back in the huts. Mavericks trying to claw themselves back into the game. Oh, good call. A good call that. And I also love the fact that the keeper is all by himself, but still as chirpy as he can be. Usually it helps as keepers when you have some response coming in from a yard's distance as a slip fielder, but today no slip for him because there is a third man and a fine leg, because the outfield is lightning quick. The wicket is also true. The bounce has been excellent. Now the long on drops back. Is there a slower delivery coming up? Deep inside the crease, still wants that single. Had that been a clean collect, could have been a different story. Keeping the fielders on their toes. These two batters are subscribing to singles more at this stage, because not every ball is a boundary ball. What the coach will notice this time around is how maturely they're handling different phases of the game within a T20 contest. Trying to be attacking and then trying to defend. A New South Wales boy, Michael Clark, a New South Wales boy, tried to do that in the test match against India, especially versus Ravindra Jadeja. Had to pay the price. We're in his land right now, and the youngsters, they've got to learn a lot more from what he's achieved too. And sometimes the superstars teach you not just from what they achieve, but their blips as well. Oh, very well fielded. Knew how well it was timed and anticipated where the ball would be. Keeps it down to a single. Isa completes his 3rd over on the trot. This is going to get exciting. 9 overs later. It's 65 for 2. Make it 66 with that single. And we'll get that single. Oh, the keeping's got to improve, I tell you. It's the second time that he's let one go. I love the camaraderie there. The vice-captain Raj understands that the batter was in the line of fire. A sense of apology almost immediately brimmed to the surface, and he ensured that it was conveyed. Oh, good ball. And I think it's the first time the ball didn't bounce as much as anticipated, but it's absolutely fine that it's happening because the spinner wanted to skid the ball a little more. Will not have the legs to go for four, but two crucial runs added to the tally. Nihal Desai. Amanur Rahman. He's got the height factor as well, so will generate that extra bit of bounce. You can't come it a little early into the shot. As a batter, you've got to be wary of that. Oh, the left-handed cheeky. That switch hit has worked. He's found the gap. Amanur Rahman is learning it the hard way. When he started to approach the popping crease, he was bowling to a right-hander. Suddenly realizes there was a lefty. Moved so late. That switch of the hands happened so late. And if he can play shots of this kind at this level, there's a great future in store for him. Venting the pressure with that boundary. And then picking up an easy single. The maturity that we've seen already from some of the cricketers has been mind-boggling. Are we really watching an under-19 tournament? At the halfway stage, 75 for 2. That was a warm-up delivery. And Brian is not going to be a lenient umpire. It was a very poor ball to start with. Ilan Kumar is known for that extra yard of pace. On a track of this kind, it's how slow you can be. And how well you can disguise the slower delivery. Well, that has enough bat. Couple of bounces and it'll race away to the fence. Just the kind of boundary that he was looking for. Something that will allow him to free his arms. Score propels over 80. Sultan Kakar in double figures. Sultan Kakar, I should say. I beg your pardon. Partnership nicely getting to 29 at just 23. A big genuine waft that could come back from the fast bowler. That's what you can expect from fiery fast bowlers who when they can't hit them away like that. it dents their confidence. At the same time, it eggs them on to bowl a better delivery. It's important that the batter does not get carried away too. We saw what happened with Luckmal, 2 back-to-back boundaries and then back in the hut. Fielder in the deep, will only watch it sail. Oh, that was a cracking hit, took him on. Unbelievable hitting, accepting pace onto the bat and accepting the challenge as well. Oh, what a terrific shot. How is the bowler going to come out of this? Sultan moves to 17. Pressure here on Kumar. It's that stage of the game where you need to slow things down a little bit. Not too much that the captain asks you, why do you want me to be amongst penalties? The umpires, I tell you, the umpires run the game. They're good timekeepers too, so you can't slow down too much. But sometimes it helps if you slow down the game a little bit, because you know the opposition is running away with it. They have the momentum. Coming up is an India-Pakistan clash as well. I mean, what more do you need to spice up things in ACL under 19? Oh, superb stop, puts his body down on the line. Putting his body on the line is one thing. He was down one moment, but picked himself up, using every inch of his body to try and counter that bad bounce too. This is not just a small moment in this game. It is a statement sent to the opposition that you've got to work for runs. Love the commitment here. Ilan Kumar was looking for some commitment, some support from the fielders, and he gets it. 89 for 2. or every time this shot has been anticipated, he's played it brilliantly. He has to do something different as well, because the singles and twos, they keep the scoreboard ticking. And not just that this becomes a boundary option, but it also puts a lot of pressure on the opposition as to where he wants to set the field, the opposition captain that is. Where he wants to set the fielders. How does he want to set the field? Now this is what you do when you try and make the opposition captain think and remove a fielder from one of your favorite hotspots of scoring runs. Ian Bell used to do it with the sweep shot. Nowadays, shots of this kind have become more ubiquitous. It's also become a genuine run-scoring opportunity if the ball comes onto the bat nicely. We've seen that before with Luckman. And what is it with the batters of Afghanistan Eagles? One shot behind the wicket, one in front of it almost immediately. One for the coach, one for the heart. But not in that particular order. Oh, that did attract an appeal. Now that single will also be taken. It was a bit of a stutter. Straight to the fielder. The fielder at point and backward point, he's got to be watching the ball at all times. It's a very difficult place to be in because of the angle at which the ball comes towards you and the angle at which you need to be well versed with the bat as well. There is a bit of torque to handle the ball almost all the time. Comes quickly at you. A fielder with great agility and reflexes usually fields at point and backward point, and that's what we're seeing in under 19 stage also. You can make that spot your own, and this is going to be a shot that will be discussed for a while. It'll have the legs to go for 4. Suddenly it looks like 11 men are not enough to guard the boundaries. He's got all the shots in the book and beyond. 100 comes up for the Afghanistan Eagles. Despite losing the two openers, Jake and Sultan are now trying to open their rounds and accept runs wherever there are. Jake Smith, 28 or 26. Now it's auguring well for him to aim for a higher strike rate. He's spent the time that's required to get settled. And now it's time to reap the rewards. Sultan Kakkad. What can he bring to the table now? 20 of 16. And he's in trouble here. He's in trouble. Umpire Brian immediately raises the finger because he knew this was absolutely a goner. Sultan Kakkad trying to up the ante, perishes in the process. A remarkable decision by the umpire and an excellent delivery for starters. Amanur Rahman, who was under pressure after 2 overs, delivers a beauty, enticing the batter to go for a big shot. He misses, the keeper doesn't. 101 for 3. Another twist in the tail. The big partnership has been broken. 102 for 3. Jake Smith, 28 or 27, has got a lot more responsibility because Arush has joined him, and Arush will take his own sweet time as well to get going. Doesn't shy away from playing cheeky shots. Usually you're waiting there in that position, Isa, to get the open face of the bat. But the way the cricket has progressed, you need to be ready for that kind of a shot too. Deep inside the crease and a lot more real estate on the leg side for him to tackle. Easy 2 runs. Now these are the little moments that the captains need to know. The new man in has got to be kept unsettled for as long as possible, but that easy run scoring option on the leg side allows 2. Very, very risky, especially when you know that one of the batters is back in the hut in the same over trying to attempt a similar shot. A shot, just as we were talking about that area, plays another shot at it because he timed it too well this time, will only get a single as he missed a trick there. But will retain strike with that single though. 106 for 3 after 14. For those who have joined us just now, the ACL Under-19 is underway. The Mavericks, the team that's defending champions, is taking on the Afghanistan Eagles. Sydney Mavericks winning the toss and choosing to field first, and the Afghanistan Eagles, after losing 3 wickets, are showing great resistance with the bat in hand. The way they've timed their aggression has been a magnificent watch for every cricket connoisseur. And it's scripting a new story in the way cricket is played at the under-19 level as well. The stage where superstars of tomorrow are born. It's a difficult shot to play in front of the wicket. He's executed that with perfection and ease. Jake is looking very, very dangerous. Now Jake Smith, 29 or 28, he's taken his time. Straight down his throat there. Didn't have to move an inch the fielder in the deep. Usually you see a fielder at deep mid-wicket not in cow corner. He tries to move towards cow corner a little more as this over is progressing. The reason being, the batter is trying to hit it with the wind, and the wind is going to be aplenty because we are seaside here in Sydney. Delton Park, not Delton Park, here in Warlalong has been very, very giving in terms of the wind. A lovely sea breeze, a warm sunny day. Everything is screaming, you need to play cricket today. And we oblige. Lots of easy singles and twos being given away at this stage. There needs to be a full stop to this. That allows easy runs for Arush Soni, who's trying to get going. A run ball 6 for him at this stage. Jake Smith, on the other hand, has to press on the gas. He's got to show a better strike rate at the end of this, because he's done the hard yards. He's done the hard yards. A shot of this kind was lurking. Magnificent shot this, reading the length early and propelling the score. Arush in double figures. Timed aggression. The fielder in the deep was coming in as a start. Was getting bigger and bigger for him. Realizes he should have been at the edge of the boundary rope for this one. Just enough elevation, good timing, and 6 runs achieved. 108 for 3. Little unlucky to miss out on a full toss that he himself made it. Sometimes as a batter you need to intercept the ball in a manner that it becomes a full toss for you. Now this is becoming a ubiquitous side. Easy runs in the offing on the leg side. As long as the cross-batted shot is on against the wind, the bowler doesn't mind. But the problem is if the batter is sitting deep inside the crease and he plays the shot easily because of the kind of gap on the leg side, it also vents the pressure. Oh, the second run. One for the shot, one for the throw. This is excellent running between the wickets. And it's good to see that two youngsters with fresh legs are producing cricketing magic, not just with the boundaries, but with singles being converted into twos. This over has ended rather quickly, much to the delight of the captain. 16 overs gone, 126 for 3. The business end of the innings after being asked to bat first. Oh, he's taking the throw on, directed, and he was a goner. Risk taken, reward reaped as another runs added to the tally. No one arrived for backup, but he still had to go for that shy of the stumps. The fielder there sensed an opportunity, and that was excruciatingly close. Can't even say it would have been touch and go. I think he was a goner. The kind of effort that lifts the entire team up. He has saved a certain boundary for the side. By the time he recovered, a single has been stolen under his nose. The level of cricket has been magnificent to watch. That's ACL under 19 for you. We are gearing up for a second game that's going to be an equally good cracker. The India versus Pakistan. Doesn't really matter what stage, it's always fun to watch. That's gone straight up in the air. Oh, becomes a story of overrunning and a jog to finish the second run. The slower balls are troubling the batters a little more on the surface because they're expecting it to be as quick as the previous one. Not, oh well, the shoulder of the bat can be trusted is what we've seen in this innings. It's the third or the fourth time that's happened. A third man also becomes a hot spot where runs can be leaked. It's important to have the right fielders in the right position in an era where specialist fielders are kept in those positions. There was a time in world cricket where you used to banish fielders to fine leg in third man region. Not anymore. Has to wait forever for the ball to arrive, and he knew it was a slower delivery. The keeping could be an improved department, I believe. It's happened so a couple of times where he needs to instill the confidence that the throw will be kept down to minimum, and not leaking an extra run is something that he needs to concentrate on. End of the over. 17 gone, 131 for 3. $132 for 3. Just in case you joined us now, the Sydney Mavericks won the toss and decided to field first. The Afghanistan Eagles, every time they've faced a jolt, have bounced back brilliantly. 2 more runs added to the tally. Good cricket all around. The pace at which this game is happening is such a treat to watch, but it's also the kind of cricket where you blink and you miss. Just the kind of high-octane cricket that T20 cricket brings to the table. But because of the agility of the fielders, not just because they're under-19 cricketers, but also because the outfield is so quick that you need to be that agile to stop runs, is just an absolute treat to watch. Should be taken. Oh well! He's parried it like volleyball. But there was another opportunity. Slower delivery as well can do the trick here. Didn't time it. And long off knows that it's a single only. A single at this stage is a very good result because the batters are looking for bigger denominations. 157 if they go at this rate. They're aiming at 180 with 7 wickets in hand. Afghanistan Eagles, and 180, and they'll be mighty pleased with that effort. Because on this surface, the ball is holding on a little bit, and it's just the first game. Remember, there's another one to come. I love the stem of flow of the runs suddenly. 16 overs, they were 126 for 317. They became 131 for 3. Now the boundary options are being curtailed, and that's going to hurt the opposition a little bit. The Afghanistan Eagles, they're looking for the bigger boundary options. Can they get it in this over? So far, not a single ball that has reached the boundary in this over. Rightio. 18 overs gone. 140 for 3. 2 crucial overs left. Isa Omar completes his quota. Churns out figures 2 for 25. That's a brilliant start for the young man in ACL under 19. The team was under the pump when he provided the breakthrough early on. Doesn't shy away from bowling 3 on the trot. Saves himself for the death and delivers an over where the boundary balls were at bay. Tejas Verma in his 2 overs has gone for 20. He needs to pull up the socks. He's got to compliment Isa Omar. That's a curse that he needs to do something about. That wide delivery. The extras, they've got to be kept to bare minimum, especially on a track of this kind. On a track of any kind for that matter, if you look at the bigger picture. That's a marvellous delivery. Scripting a comeback is Tejas Verma in this game. Oh, what a big contest we have after this one as well. Indian Tigers versus the Pakistani Sultans. It's always been a crowd puller. And it's always been well fought. He's got to get 2 here. Surprisingly, no one arrives for the backup. Relying on a direct hit there, which is very difficult to execute from the deep, of course. These are the little moments that the coach would want to note down. Of course, these teams are on an ever-improving path. But they've got to iron out the chinks rather quickly. He's called for 2 once again. 2 would be trouble. Settling for a single. Something had to give. And there comes the breakthrough. Tejas Verma would be mighty pleased. This is what he was working for. And it's time for him to reap the reward. The 4th wicket falls for 144 on the board. The Afghanistan Eagles are looking for a big finish. They're trusting Jake Smith. 45 or 43 for him. This game has its own, it has its own seesaw battle. 43 for 1 at the end of 6 overs. $66 for 2 at the end of 9, 75 for 2 at the halfway stage. Then towards the 17th over, 131 for 3 because they were losing the momentum at that stage with just 5 runs of the previous over. Now they find themselves at 145 for 4, so it's the men in yellow who applied the brakes at the right time. The Mavericks, Afghanistan Eagles, trying to script a target which at one stage looked like 180, now it looks like 160. Second one, a direct hit would have been very, very troublesome for the batter. It's very difficult for a pace bowler to come back from his follow through to a position where he can collect the throw as well. Jake Smith with a couple, ends with 47 with one more over to spare. $147 for 4. The final over starts off with a wide. Nitesh Samuel and Tejas Verma. Now two bowlers who have been used in difficult situations, different situations. Tejas Verma has managed to pick up a wicket. Nitesh Samuel still searching for his first. Refraining from the throw, doesn't want any drama there. Refraining from the throw. There was certainly a throw to be... There's certainly a throw to be seen, but the captain decides not to. Some of the singles like these have gone unchallenged, and that can be something that can bite during difficult and different games. Here is Samuel. Sensed that it was going to be a left-hander, but the problem is too wide even had he been a righty. That's a very good stroke. Should get 2 for it. Also because it's the last over, had to go for it. That's an excellent stop by Samuel, who got a hand to it. Once again, it might be the bowling arm, but he wants to be giving everything for the team. Captain decides to put himself in the hot spot of a long on. And that means the fielder who was providing his services at long on finds himself at point. He's leaving the gap open at extra cover. Interesting this from Samuel. 152 for 4, the Eagles. That's well struck. Work to do for long off. Gets around, it will be 2. That's a very good result. And it's a half century that Jake Smith will be mighty proud of. Came at a difficult time. Took his time as well, Jake Smith. But he's held the innings together and ensured that Afghanistan Eagles do not crumble under pressure when wickets fell at regular intervals. keeping the long on and long off fielders busy. The captain once again gets around it. First it was long off, now it was long on. Jake Smith trying to target the bigger boundaries, which are the straighter ones. Remember, the squarer ones are considerably shorter. We're talking 57, 58 yards. Huge gap at point, but he's not getting the ball that can be cut away through point. Slower delivery. And a well-disguised slower delivery. Agony for Jake Smith. Misses out on another opportunity. In hindsight, it'll look like Jake Smith finishes with 53 or 48 so far with a ball to go. It's almost run a ball. Hang on there, hang on. The reason I tell you this is because you can't be telling him that you finished with almost run a ball, because he's held the innings beautifully together. That has allowed the other batters to bat around him and prosper. Should come back for the second run. It was the final delivery of the innings. 2 runs taken. And Afghanistan Eagles finished with 158 at the end of their allotted 20 overs. The Mavericks would be mighty pleased with 158, because at one stage it looked like 180 and beyond. With Jake Smith finishing with 55 or 49. Afghanistan Eagles ensuring they get to a respectable total on a wicket that's stopping a little bit. This can be a very, very tricky total. What a magnificent effort with a bat in hand. Luckman's 23 or 17 will not be forgotten. 2 boundaries and 2 magnificent sixers as well. Now Dave Dubey's 25 of 18, where he was attacking at the right time too. That set the tone beautifully for Afghanistan Eagles. Jake Smith coming in at number 3 hasn't disappointed at all. 55 of 49 and returning unconquered. Sultan Kakad's quick fire 20 didn't last long, thanks to Rubal's run behind the wicket. And Arush Soni, of course, providing the extra pair of hands required for Jake Smith to provide his team that propulsion over 150. With 10 extras, Afghanistan Eagles managing 158 at the end of their allotted 20 overs. 159 required for the men in yellow. The defending champions, can they get off to a good start with a win in this tournament, or will the Afghanistan Eagles ensure they claw the opposition down and make 158 look like 180 with a magnificent fielding effort? We'll wait and watch. The second innings will come your way in just a moment's time. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the ACL Under-19. And there is the first breakthrough. A shot that he wants to forget as soon as possible, Alex. And with just 3 runs on the board, the Mavericks have lost one of their own. The extra bit of pace and the spring under the feet. The fact that the stump had to be through to, and I think the keeper did it in his defense because he wanted to give the confidence to the fielder in the deep. Oh, good connection. We'll get a single. Some shots are not because they provide smaller denomination are less effective. It's a shot that puts him in good stead, especially against this bowler. A good shot. Another single taken. A bit of mending work is being done in the first 6 overs after the first wicket. Nine for 1. Target of 159. 3 overs gone. 11 for no loss. A couple of opportunities created. In fact, the first wicket fell. Single has been stolen while everyone was absorbed in the appeal. What a comeback by the bowler after that boundary. That was a well-placed boundary as well. Hits the boundary cushion in red. And that was the only boundary cushion in red. All around it are the cushions in blue. Tells you something about placement, doesn't it? Keeper lets it go through. The extra yard of pace can be troublesome for the keeper too. It's a two-edged sword, it seems. And 2 more runs taken. Could even be 3. No, they settled with 2. Three more balls to go to finish the over. And 9 more deliveries left in the power play, the first one that is. 20 for 1 at this stage. That ball was so quick that he did go for the drive. But he soon realized that the bat is not being held by him anymore. Straight to the fielder. The Eagles have kept it tight. Picked up an early wicket, and after that, crucial deliveries like these, landing in the right region. An LBW appeal is not too far away. Just loving every bit of this. I thought he managed to put bat to ball, and that's great execution. Changing his plan at the last moment. But what a comeback. What a comeback. Roman Safi. Just 6 runs given away in his 2 overs. 20 for 1 in 5. The Mavericks. Such a classy shot once again. Little before. Threading the gap back to back, getting 2 boundaries. The vice captain Dilraj Singh moves on to 17 at just 17 balls. At a time when he lost his partner early. Now scripting a comeback. First one through point and now behind square. Loves that area. Decided to go towards the third man fence. Now a third man's been placed very wide. Following the ball here, the captain of Afghanistan Eagles. Dilraj Singh is looking comfortable. And that's a great sign for the Mavericks. Or that flung off the bat. What a shot. 3 back-to-back boundaries. This game changes so quickly. And this was the most assertive of all. Straight down the ground over the bowler's head. Good work, Frankie. The umpire's got some reflexes. That was struck really hard. A watchful Dilraj and not a mindless Dilraj who wants to attack every ball. Decides that this one's a very good delivery. Let's not chase it. And it was also the change-up delivery. Rolled his fingers over it. Sultan Kakad. Sultan's got to translate the confidence he got with a bat in hand earlier today into his bowling too. And the change-ups seem to be the effective ones, much like this, but this one's also hurrying towards the fence. Work to do. 2 runs taken meanwhile. At the end of 6 overs, Sydney Mavericks script a comeback, 34 for 1. That is the catch of the tournament. Incredible the way he reached the ball in the first place, let alone completing a catch. So swift. Dilraj knew he was in trouble the way he saw the fielder approach the ball. Eyes locked on his target. And it never looked like he was going to drop it. So much in control. Made a difficult catch look so easy. As soon as the first power play ends, a wicket falls. 35 for 1. Required rates touching 9. The Sydney Mavericks need to bring it down. And full tosses like these will only help the Sydney Mavericks put away. Couple of bounces will trickle to the fence. Jake Smith knows that he got it wrong this time. At the halfway stage, 68 for 2. Nitesh Samuels turning the heat on, 22 of 19. It's a good comeback after spending time at the crease. Nihal Desai, the captain, 16 of 12. Got his first boundary not too long ago. This is a crucial partnership, and what a crucial juncture in the game as well. Sydney Mavericks at the halfway stage, 68 for 2, chasing 159. 91 required in the last 10 overs. Dilraj departed for a runner ball 23. Alex Patton is an early exit for him today. Nitesh Samuel and Nihal Desai holding the fort. spoiled for choice in terms of the bowling options there. The Afghanistan Eagles skipper Zaki. Aris Soni has bowled a couple of overs. Omad Ahmedzai was given a couple of overs. Was expensive but still provided the breakthrough required. Roman Safid, Dave Dubey, Sultan Kakar, Jake Smith. So many options used. Sometimes cricket can be an unfair game. Tried his level best there, almost stopped it from going for four. And then the ball had enough power behind it to go over the fence. Just the kind of comeback that the men in yellow wanted as well. They are realizing the importance of boundaries at this stage of the game. There is some intent immediately after the break. 77 for 2 in 11 overs. This game is nicely poised with 8 wickets in hand. Mavericks going for 159. The ball is leaving the bat of this particular batter really well. The captain is setting an example, Nihal Desai. Now Nitish on strike. Trouble at the non-strikers and had to go for that. And the shy at the stumps has cost them a run, but he still had to go for it. Will they come back for another? That will be stealing a run. It's become a common error between both the sides there. Trying to go for a throw while being overtly optimistic. Overly optimistic, but there's no sign of a backup, and that's what's pestering the coach. Now outside his crease there to make this length very drivable. Lot rests on the shoulders of the young captain Nihal Desai. He plays this format around the world. We discussed his prowess in T20, especially in the US, playing for the Grizzlies at the Minor League Cricket Championship. Today a different role and more responsibility added as a captain. Solidly struck, but there is a fielder in the deep. The long on and long off know that they're in hot spots, ever ready to swoop towards the ball. Love the captaincy here from the Afghanistan Eagles skipper Zaki. He's kept the boundary balls at bay. He wants to play with the required rate factor. Push it above 10 mark. The 10-run mark. In the air, but safe. Will pick up 2. Full toss, but still had to be put away. Work to do. Tremendous effort in the deep. He's kept it down to a single. Such a good dispatch. One thing to get to the ball, quite another to get the throw right. He's kept it down to a single despite it being a poor delivery. Playing a cross-batted shot, enticed by the fact that the wind was blowing in that direction, misses it. But the bowler doesn't. Consistency pays off. And the Mavericks lose another wicket. Nitesh Samuel will be distraught. Getting to a good 37, putting in the hard yards, but not continuing to propel the direction of the scorecard towards the target. Missing a pretty straight ball in the end. Would be very disappointed with the way he's got out. 87 for 3. That's a very good stroke. Such a good area to choose. Will get 2 runs. The first line of defense tried his level best, putting his left hand out. The thing about Jake is that he doesn't get bogged down by the fact that the batters are coming after him. And that is what has granted him 2 crucial wickets today. Shot. Should get at least 2 runs. Might not have the legs to go for 4. The dive is delayed. It's teased him till the end. It's gone for 4. Just the boundary required for the Mavericks to pull something back in their favour. A single is a good result at this stage for Jake Smith. Finishes his quota of 4 overs, picked up 2 crucial wickets for his 31 runs given away. An economy of 7.7, you take it on a day when the opposition's chasing 159. 94 for 3, 13 overs scored. This game is nicely poised. We are entering into a phase where the Sydney Mavericks were able to pull things back with the ball in hand. Afghanistan Eagles can learn from their opposition and put the brakes on by bowling similar lines, because this wicket hasn't changed much. The odd ball is stopping a little bit, but for every bowler who's decided to bend his back, he has got wickets in return. Wanting to be cheeky, the LBW appeal was fueled not by belief, just excitement. .37. It's been done before with 7 wickets in hand. Sydney Mavericks understand that it's doable. They bank heavily on their skipper right now. Set Nihal Desai. Can't get that single. More pressure added. The change of pace is just a treat to watch. Lakman Tawakkal provided the crucial knock early on. Got a reprieve, made the most of it. Making his presence felt with the ball in hand too. It's a unit that's played a lot of cricket together, and it shows in the way they're backing each other up. Afghanistan Eagles just like that. Another dot ball. Pressure on Captain Nihal Desai, who's almost on the verge of believing there are only fielders and no caps. Gets a single. A single to retain strike. 14 gone, 97 for 3. The 100 comes up for the Sydney Mavericks. It was quite a fight for them. 59 more to get. Not providing the pace, but the placement has been excellent. Will get the boundary. Oh no, what a stop. Putting his body on the line in the very first game of the tournament. This is the kind of commitment that you want to see. A full-blooded stroke that needed an effort of that kind. Brilliance on the field to stop that from going for 4. Only height, no distance, work to do for Jake. Can he get there? Falls in no man's land. Making the Mavericks work for every single run. This is very nicely poised. And there comes the crucial breakthrough. Had no other option but to go for the big shot. Pressure mounting. The idea of bowling a slower ball was excellent, but the execution is where things went off. Both teams understand the importance of momentum at this stage. The required rates climbed up to 12.4. with two new men at the crease. The men in blue know they have control. A single is a wonderful result as far as the Afghanistan Eagles are concerned. They would start to believe. Both these teams were able to defend in this phase of the game, pull things back. Now the last ball. Has to try something different. Not making any contact whatsoever. A dot ball. 106 for 6, the Sydney Mavericks. The second run directed, and he was going to complete the second run only in the pavilion. They have to take their chances here, the Mavericks. The required rates marching to its own drum beats. Just a pimple's throw away from 14 runs and over. He's got to clear the fence more often than not. Ilan Kumar. Pressure mounting on the Mavericks. The defending champions are getting a taste of their own medicine in this game. Winning the toss, choosing to field first. Height, yes. Distance, no. Taken. That is a terrific catch. Such good boundary awareness from Tawakkul. And Nelson is when another wicket falls. One of the best in the business. Now towards the end, Ammanur Rahman. Surprising that he gets a go towards the end of the innings. Ammanur Rahman can get the big shots going. He's done that before, he needs to do it again. It's one-way traffic at this stage with the required rate climbing to 17.2. The Sydney Mavericks are struggling at 113%, also staring down the barrel of getting bundled out. Not in control as he played this stroke, but still will get a single. And a single is not going to hurt the men in blue. Talking about the men in blue, there's another set of men in blue who are ready to take on the Pakistani Sultans later today. Another fixture that you just cannot miss in ACL under 19. And the carnival's just got started here. It's a very good stroke, but the result's not as sweet as the stroke itself. Someone needs to bat out of their skins here. Ilan Kumar or Amarur Rahman. Amarur Rahman, more prolific a hitter. Today, just 2 of 3. Ilan's been there slightly longer. Swing and a miss. They've got to run for everything. Three required in 13 balls. They look much on there, sir. Lack of partnership is a problem for these guys.
I didn't see big hits either. He's given it. No. Mustn't go. Tata. Tata. Bye bye. Khatam. कौन है? देर मैच. Absolutely love it. Sorry.
देने वाले कसर तो मैं कोई नहीं छोड़ूंगा टायर्ड है तो वो अलग बात है बट करेंगे तो करना है तो बताओ मैं रेडी सर वैसे भी हमें इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं कर पानी बीच में कहना शुगर रश भी हो जाए बस वो तो जाए
नशा करा सचिन मैन ऑफ द मैच का करना है वो फील्ड पे भेजना है तो आप
It's become one-way traffic here. 125 for Raid, the Sydney Mavericks, who won the toss, who are the defending champions. Now on the verge of being humbled by Afghanistan Eagles in the very first game. I think the team that read the conditions better is going to win the match today. Oh, the second run! It's a steal! Maybe not, maybe not. The finger is up. They're running for anything and everything, Sydney Mavericks. This is a little mindless because they have to save themselves from being bundled out. Because that can have an impact on the net run rate. When things get tighter in a tournament of this kind, you don't want that to be a deciding factor against you as a side. Another one bites the dust. The problem today for Sydney Mavericks, lack of partnerships. One big hitter is what they missed. Sydney Mavericks knew Dilraj can strike the ball cleanly, a runner ball 23 from him. Not good enough. Nitesh Samuel's 37 of 27 was a spark of brilliance. 25 of 24 for Nihal Desai. But then no one who can actually up the ante and put the pressure back on the bowling team. That's a good shot. A customary boundary. And that will seal the deal. The handshakes have already begun. It's the Afghanistan Eagles who are winners of the very first game of ACL Under-19 2024. The Eagles were asked to bat first and the captain said, I wanted to anyway. 158, which proves to be formidable against an attack that read the conditions better. And wickets at regular intervals meant Zaki and co never allowed the opposition to claw themselves back into the game. The Eagles spread their wings and accept 2 points gleefully as they begin their campaign of ACL 2024. The men in yellow, Sydney Mavericks, won the toss, decided to put the other team into bat first, and then faltered first with the ball in hand. 158 at one stage, it looked like 180 plus, but good comeback to ensure that the opposition was not bundled out, but rather restricted between 160, below 160. But in the end, with the bat in hand, they just didn't have the partnerships. 158 was a bridge too far, 159 a distant dream. And the Sydney Mavericks managed only 120 odd. It's a big margin of victory if you count that it's a T20 tournament as well, the T20 format as well. What a win for the Afghanistan Eagles. A win of this kind will fuel the self-confidence inside that camp. A much needed win in the very first encounter of theirs. And this tournament's just beginning. Now it's a side that will only grow strength to strength. And very quickly we'll meet you at the post-match presentation with the two captains, and let's find out who the player of the match is as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment's time.
National anthem.
Well, the ASEAN Under-19 has begun with all its flair. The Sydney Mavericks first took on the Afghanistan Eagles. The Mavericks winning the toss, choosing to field first, and then faltering when they had to chase 159. Kudos to Afghanistan Eagles for holding their nerve during the crunch moments of the game. Without further ado, let's introduce you to the post-match presentation party. We have with us Jason, the chairperson of Wollongong District Cricket Club. Jason, a warm welcome. Jason, if you can assume position here, yeah. It's time now to talk to the captain who came second, Nihal. Sydney Mavericks. Well, of course, not the kind of start that you wanted, but a lot of learnings from this game.
100%. Yeah, I thought we played well as a unit. Just fell short a bit today. Looking forward to moving well in the next few games.
The bowling did its bit. The batting faltered, don't you think so?
Yes, we had a bit of a collapse after Nitish got out today. We will definitely work on it. It's a weakness for us, but looking forward to the next 2 games.
It's a tournament where games come thick and fast, so all the best for pulling up the socks almost immediately.
Yeah, definitely. Quick game tomorrow, so we'll be ready.
Have a good one next one.
Thank you.
Nihal, the captain who came second, the captain of Sydney Mavericks. Time now to talk to Zaki, the winning skipper. Afghanistan Eagles spread their wings. Zaki, mighty proud of the boys, firstly, because you seem to be spoiled for choice when it comes to bowling. Almost everyone bowls.
Yeah, we've got a good bowling attack. I thought the boys bowled well at the start, set the tone early, and the spinners through the middle did their job and got the wickets.
Excellent captaincy as well. You were spot on with the field changes. What was going through your mind, especially when the spinners were bowling?
Oh, we were just trying to get some wickets and keep the run rate low, and yeah, that's all.
And you've also done a world of good to the last column of the points table, not just the first column. It's called the net run rate. Really well done, an excellent game.
Yeah, the fielding was good. We got 2 run-outs at the end, and that helped us get the run rate up. Yeah.
Excellent captaincy too, Zaki. All the best for the next one.
Thank you.
The captain of Afghanistan Eagles, Zaki, proving a point today. Now I request Jason, the chairperson, to be ready with a glitzy trophy, because it has to go to one man who is an all-rounder in the true sense of the word. First, when the wickets started to crumble, he was the one who held fort with a brilliant half-century, then picking up 2 crucial wickets as a spinner in the side too. Jake, where are you hiding? This trophy belongs to you. Jake Smith, 55, and then 2 crucial wickets, and one of them a bold. Which one did you like more? The one that hit timber or the other one, which is crucial of Dilraj, who was going great guns?
Yeah, I was a big fan of the other one. Fantastic catch from Romano, so all credit to him.
When you came into bat, now getting to a half-century was a byproduct of the way you managed to hold your innings together. What was going through your mind at that time? Because you seemed to play second fiddle initially, but then soon realized the spotlight was on you.
Yeah, I just tried to get through that tricky period at the start. I thought they bowled quite well early, and just bat as deep as we could, because I knew if we had some wickets in hand at the end, we'd be able to go hard. So that was the game plan.
And finally, 158. What did you tell the boys at that time? Because you batted the longest, you had a better assessment of the surface.
Yeah, I thought if we could bowl into the wicket a bit more and make sure we had our set plans like they did at the death. They bowled quite well. So just sticking to our plans and then executing in the field.
A trophy in the very first game itself sets the tone beautifully for their side. All the very best for the next one as well, Jake.
Thank you very much.
Jake, the player of the match. Well, that's all we got for you from the post-match presentation here. Don't go too far away because the Indian Tigers are ready to pounce on the Pakistani Sultans. Another cracker of a contest awaits you in ACL Under-19. Meet you very shortly for the toss.